Yeah, this gon' be the song of the summer. Me and my niggas slowly on the come up. All the ladies wanna love us. Baby, grab a cup and get to sipping. It's a celebration, how I'm living. Ain't no way you finna miss it.
What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Come Up Podcast. Today we have a very special guest. We got my boy Cesar over here. Go ahead and shout out your IG.
I have two. Cesar Photography. There's Cesars _ Photography. And then I also have the one for the upcoming podcast I'm going to be doing with some friends. It's Survivors with the Roar.
Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Later on in the video, we're going to have a little segment about it just to go more in depth to it and talk about it. We got my boy Kevin here today. Shout out your IG.
It's KVINH _11.
Alright, well, let's start this off very strong, man. So, what is it about photography that got you into it?
To be honest, it started with the same thing that the podcast is going to be about.
Mm-hmm.
So I was diagnosed when I was younger with cancer. So after that, like, there was a foundation that's like, hey, like, we're showing kids how to show, I guess, their story,
mm-hmm.
in a way you could say.
In a way through photography.
Through photography.
Yeah, I get you.
It's an art. So, like, my friend's the one actually that told me about this, because I didn't know about it, because this happened after I got out of the hospital.
Yeah.
And he got diagnosed after. So he's like, hey, there's a program right now, like,
mm-hmm.
you want to know if you could do it? I'm like, well, if I could do it, like, I'm down, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess there's an age requirement, and I was about to turn 18.
Oh, okay, I see.
So, like, in the beginning, we were like, he was like, you know, and so at the end, we were like, you know what, let's do it. Let's try it out with you and see how it goes. So after that, that's how I started getting into photography.
I see. And you said you were diagnosed at an early age. How early?
I was 15 and turned 16.
You were 15? And what was that like when you found that out?
To be honest, like a couple of days before, like, you know how at school they tell you, like, oh, like, toquete los huevos, pretty much. Like,
yeah.
If you see bumps or anything, like,
mm-hmm.
like 2 days before, I'm like, fuck, like, I think I have a number or something.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like, after that, like, there was the day before I got, like, started, like, seeing symptoms, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
It's when I was about to go to my mom, but, like, you know, it hits you, like,
you're like a little scared. Like, yeah, you're like, oh shit.
So after that, like, I want to say 2-3 days after that, I started, like, throwing up.
Mm-hmm.
I started, like, it got to the point where I couldn't even hold
severe,
water.
Yeah.
Like, my head started hurting,
mm-hmm.
and I couldn't even drink. I couldn't even tolerate water. So that's when I went to the ER, and right away, like, they're like, you know what, like, we're gonna transfer you to Children's Hospital because you have cancer.
Oh shit.
So like,
yeah.
You got, like, when they tell you at school, you're like, they're just like,
yeah, they're just messing with
you, and it's not, but, like, you gotta take that serious.
Yeah, when you got that news, yeah. And how was your family with it too? Like, were they very supportive of you? Were they? Well, obviously they were, but like, you know, like, how were they also dealing with that news?
So, yeah, they were, like, my dad would, before, like, when I get hurt and I take me to the ER, like, because I fell or something, like, you see, we just stand here and you don't have nothing. I'm like, so now, like, when this happens, like, for any little thing that happens to anybody, it's like, nah, let's go get you checked or stuff like that. So, like, they're more, like, you could say protective.
More protective
of our family,
now,
you know? Instead of, like, before, like, nomás te van a decir que that's, like, you're just swollen or something, like, anything serious. But now, if anything happens, like, oh, get it checked out, like, when you can.
And how was that also, like, dealing with that and also dealing with still having to go to school? Because I'm assuming you were 15, you were a freshman in high school?
Sophomore? Yeah.
So how did you, like, kind of deal with that at school apart from at home?
So, when I was getting treated, it got to the point where I needed surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, I can't see from my left eye.
Okay.
I just see shadows.
Oh, okay.
So when I had that surgery, I couldn't move. So I had to stay the whole year in the hospital.
Okay.
And so I did school there. It was like elementary homework, but they counted as school. And then, like, so for PE, it was my my PT and OT. It was physical therapy and occupational therapy, and that counted as PE for me.
Okay, I see.
So they kind of, like, adjusted things to where it still counted as high school.
Yeah. Okay, I see. And then you were able. Oh, sorry. Let me cut you off. Go ahead.
So when I was out of the hospital, I started doing homeschool.
Mhm.
So there would be a teacher that I guess they were working at the district, but after school that would be like their OT, and they would do like homeschool.
I see. I see. And how was it like when it led up to like graduation and stuff? Were you still able to like go to your graduation ceremony or?
So
Not really.
I went back. You could say it was my senior year. I went back my senior year. But they told when I went to, because we had meetings and everything, they were like, the funny part is that I guess they haven't had talked to the district, so they were like, oh, you have two options.
Yeah.
It's either you go to Mount Olive and finish with your year,
Mhm.
or you stay in the high school for another year. So for me, it was easy.
Yeah,
I was like, I missed the year of
Yeah.
high school. Like, I want to get that year back.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just stay another year in high school. And they're like, and then after I told them, like, low key, we thought you were gonna choose the other thing. So
option. Yeah.
now we have to talk to the district and see if they actually let us do that.
Yeah.
So I was like, why give me the option?
Yeah. If you're not gonna
sure
follow
yet?
through, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. And then also like going through this, and you know, obviously all the battles, all the struggles and stuff. Was there anyone that you went through it with, like another patient, another survivor? You know, someone you met along the lines of your journey.
Not really, but you do get, well, you can say you do, like, the nurses help you a lot. Like, they push you and like they joke around with you and everything.
Yeah.
So they make you feel like
Comfortable.
You're good. Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, because even when like they'll notice the difference right away. Like they're like, hey, when you're going, because I used to be going from 4th to 6th floor.
Mm.
So the 4th floor was where I was getting all my chemo and stuff like that. And when I went up to 6th floor, it was rehab.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, so when I went down, they were gonna be like, hey, you're like, you look like sad, you're like down. And
They try to cheer you up. And
yeah.
stuff.
So and then like when I would go to 6th floor, they were like, hey, like what they put in that chemo? Like you're like all like.
Yeah, you're
Ready
all,
like to like
Yeah.
do everything.
That's sick.
Yeah, but all that chemo and all that stuff does mess with your head. Because it got to the point where like I wasn't being myself. My dad would be there and be like, I'll kick him out and be like, get the fuck out of here! I don't want to see you and this and that.
Just wanna be
And like
alone,
it wasn't
yeah.
really like me. It was just my brain like saying shit that.
Yeah, all shocked from all the chemo. Yeah.
But like I was like, dude, like. The fuck are you doing? Like you're kicking your dad out. I'm like, and then sometimes it'll be the opposite. Like I want them both to sleep there when they have like a little,
couch set up. Yeah.
to sleep.
Yeah.
So they both like be there.
That's nice.
And then another question that I have: how was like the change from like going to school all day with your friends and everything like that, coming home, to like homeschooled by yourself and just like with the teacher? Like, how was that for you doing that?
It was kind of hard because, so, for me, like, the only time I would do work, to be honest, was when the teacher was there.
Yeah.
Once the teacher left, it's like, I'll give you this homework and that homework, and when I be back, like, I have to be done. I'm like, as soon as the doctor left, I was like, you know what, I mean, the teacher left, I was like, dude,
Do it later.
I'll do it later, and then at the end, they'll show them, like, oh, what you do? I'm like, oh, I didn't really do nothing, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then you could kind of blame it on the oh, you know, I wasn't feeling so good, so you know, like I'll do it a little later.
Yeah.
Give me another day.
Yeah.
More time
And then also like you would like at that point you see who's really with you and who's really not.
Yeah.
Because it got to the point where like it actually made like the news made it to the school. Like I didn't tell nobody, but there were some friends that were like, man, like hey, like how come
where
you
you
didn't tell
been?
me?
Yeah.
Like where you been? I found this from over here. You never texted me or anything. I'm like, dude, like I was like the whole week, first week, I was like gone. Like I didn't know about me. I was like,
Yeah.
and then they started figuring out, so I started getting people visiting me and stuff like that. And then once I went back, that's when I know it's different. I was like, what the hell, like, they're not even saying what's up or anything. So after that, I kind of like
You
found new
started
friends.
saying,
And so I found new friends, and those friends I still hang out with them. They're the ones that dropped my friend.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to find the circle that really needs to be around you.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to have people that actually want to be around you.
Even if it's just a small circle, you could be with 100 people saying that you're like I'm your friend and everything like that. But like when something happens,
When shit hits the fan, you know, like they're really gonna be there.
You know the true friends that come with it.
Because I did find out that a couple of friends, when they went in to see me, they're like, they had to walk out. Like, nah,
Yeah.
that's not him. Like,
There's no way.
there's no way that's him. And then like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I heard stories like that. I'm like, damn, like that's how you know, like they really feel for you. And
The
stuff.
true ones right there for actual fact, just because of that what you were going on with kind of thing.
It's crazy. Going back into the photography, man, like what kind of cameras did you start up with?
So at the foundation, when you do beginners class, they give you a point and shoot. So it's just those that you point and it takes your.
I don't know, the ones with the dial or which one are you talking about?
It's yeah, pretty much it just like you just click like automatic, or if you want to do like, and then it has like little filters in it and stuff like that.
I see.
Yeah, so after that I was like, you know what, like I want a better camera, like, you know what? So I got a Rebel T6.
Nice.
And that was like my own, like I bought that and started messing around with it. And then after that they were like, oh, we're gonna make an advanced class for photography. Like, you want to be one of the first ones to test it out? So I was like, sure, let's go. Like, cause they do summer camp, and that's like in Rainier.
Oh,
So after that, they're like, hey, we're doing this like advanced class. Like, you want to like do it? And I was like, yeah, why not? So I did the first 2 years when they did it here. And since they're in different states and cities,
yeah,
the third class went all the way to New York.
Oh wow!
And then after that, that's when COVID hit. So barely this year they started back up with
back in New York.
No, they started here in LA again.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and talking about the foundation, I don't know if I can put this in, but I'll put it in. On June 9th, they're gonna have a gallery show here at the Sierra Subaru.
Oh, right here at the
June 9th,
Monrovia one.
at the dealership, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if you guys want to go.
Very nice. Yeah, we'll pull up. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Show up with the 6-pack. That's cool, man. And then also, so you said you spent some time in New York. What was that like?
No, I didn't.
You
the
didn't?
course went out there.
The course went out
Yeah,
there.
the course
okay,
went
I
out
see.
there, yeah.
I see. What kind of photos did you get out here? Like, were they like
portraits,
backgrounds?
So we do. I do a little bit and everything. I like doing more candid pictures, like people when they're not really notice. I take pictures of them.
or like painting
off guard.
Yeah, off guard. Yeah.
Someone's picking their nose or something. And you just
So since I do like doing candid, so like with the cars you can do candid too. Like I go to you're in the speedway and when they're doing donuts, you see that.
Oh yeah.
You catch that motion of the truck like leaning to one side or stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
Especially when you get like the right angle on the right, like I feel like it would just
right as the smoke's coming out.
Yeah. So and then recently I started doing sports. So I started going to like the high school football games and basketball games and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So you just catch like photos of like them like about to catch the ball, like running,
about to get tackled and stuff.
about to get tackled, yeah.
You're like,
knocked
this
out.
is what happened right here. You want to see it? You
It's
want
like
to
at this moment he knew he fucked up. That's sick.
Where it came from.
What kind of goals do you have set for the future, man? As far as like the photography stuff goes, like
for the photography stuff, I do want to start. I do want to do like a little like studio in my house or something like that, and then just get out there and start doing like quinceañeras or even like photo shoots for like car shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, weddings, that's nice. Yeah, you looking to upgrade like your arsenal of like cameras, or you're just gonna stick with the one you got?
A lot of people say that it's cheaper to buy better lenses than buying another camera, but I don't know. I kind of want to switch it up. Yeah.
I see.
Alright. What's up, guys? We had to kick out B-Boy. That fool was too quiet. That was his trial run.
That was his trial
That was his trial run. He failed.
Let us know what you guys think you did. 1 to 10.
Yeah, comment down below. It gets too quiet.
Too quiet. Yeah.
I might be wrong. Not hating, but I'm glad we have the homie Cesar here.
Thanks for coming, man.
I've been, like I told you guys on the last one, I'm gonna try to get people's stories. They come up. They're different build. Obviously, I've known Cesar for a while because I grew up with his brother Jerry. I'm a little younger than he is, but I think like growing up around like you guys and stuff, your brother was kind of very quiet about like what was going on around you and stuff like that.
Like, to be honest, I don't even know how he reacted. Like, because my parents were always over there. he was the lucky at that time. My grandparents were here, so they were making the food for him and everything. To be honest, I never asked him like, hey, like when I was over there, like what did you like feel or what did like So I never really like, since he's very like
to
close
himself,
to himself, like I never like really like, hey, like so what did like how did it feel like or what like. So I was like, like if he opens up one day, then
yeah, if he opens up, but like why pressure him?
Yeah.
Obviously, when you talk about cancer, it must be like something that's like very hard on its own. You already know it's hard. Obviously, everybody takes a toll from it, not just yourself, but your family, your loved ones, friends. Everybody takes a toll from it. But I mean, what was one thing that made that process not easy, but a little bit, for you in your perspective, like, what made it a little bit more smooth? Like, because obviously, like, when you're talking about cancer, it's like it could go very, very bad.
One of two ways, yeah.
Yeah, so it could go very, very bad, and obviously, it's a blessing that you're still here, but there must have been something that helped you along the way,
Well, to be honest, at first I was like, why me? Like, what have I done that, like, for me to
deserve
get this,
it,
But at the end, I was like, you know what? Like, if God told me, like, hey, I'm gonna put you to a challenge, and if you beat it, like, you're good, like, like. So, like, I did my first sessions, and like, so I came home, I was just doing like checkups and stuff, and then like, so when you first came out, you go every day. So on the second day, when I went back to get checked, and I already had came up home, they're like, hey, you know what? You have to come back quick. We have to start on it again. So after that, doctor came in and they're like, you know what? Like, came back, so we're gonna give you something stronger. So I got it's called a bone marrow transplant. And those chemos were like strong, like, so like, I turned like super dark from outside. I started peeling, and then like, even how the skin peels right here.
Yeah.
I was peeling from like the inside, so like, it was hard for me to like swallow water or anything like.
Damn.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. And then I remember one time I had to drink like 32 pills of salt because they took out like a line out of my nose that was like giving me like any sodium or anything I needed. And then like the doctor's like, oh no, you're eating fine, like we're gonna put it in. But that was already when I was already said it, like they already had given me morphine to like put it in back in.
Yeah. And
they're like, oh, the doctor just said like you're eating good, so like we're gonna like.
So you got a free shot of morphine.
So I was
damn.
like already falling asleep and shit, and like I was like, all right, then I guess I'm gonna go to sleep.
Damn, that's crazy that you had like an experience like that, because that makes you a little bit more like thankful for, like when like people talk about like underrated blessings, like coming home or just having another day,
waking up,
to attack.
So like that's why I was like, you know what, like I have to do something with my life because God gave me this life to like do something. So that's why I was like. Because before I would do like projects here and there, and like once I hit a bump or something, I was like, you know what, like I'm
just
done.
put it off
like,
to the side.
Like, I'll do it again later. So now like, so the photography, I was like, I'm gonna get back on it, and then so the podcast that we're gonna talk about right now, me and my friends, because the friends I'm gonna do with, they also had pancreatic cancer, so I met them at the foundation. And then once, back then it was like, you know what, like, let's do a podcast. It was just like an idea, like, thrown there, and then there was a couple of friends who were like, hey, dude, I'm down, like, let me know, like, let me see what's up, and, like, I'm down. And then at the end, like, it just kind of, like,
played off.
It just played off, and, like, and then, so, like, when I was about to turn 30, I was, like, dude, like, I haven't done shit, like, I gotta do something, like, actually, like, stay with it. So that's when I sent a group message and I'm like, hey, you know what? This time I'm like going to do it because I'm going to do it. So like, let me know if you guys are in or not. Like,
I'm head first. I'm doing it.
And I tell them like, I'm going to do it no matter what. Like, dude, like if you tell me yes and then at the end you're like lagging it or something,
I'm
like,
still doing it.
Like I tell them straight up, I'm like, dude, if you guys like because there is a friend. I feel like it still hits him, so he kind of like distance himself. Like he'll come in and like once he starts talking about like what happened to us and stuff, like he kind of like distanced himself. So I'm like, because we've been sending, so that friend we sent a message like, hey, when you're ready and you want to come back, like we're here, you know, like you can come back to the podcast because it was
originally you guys,
Yeah.
But fuck, I mean, when you talk about like you're starting on a podcast and all this stuff, like, you know, like we're called to come up because we talk about like people's like come up, like whether it's a business endeavor, you know, like for you fucking the come up is like you're surviving cancer and trying to.
So that's why there was a couple of names were so the first name we so the first name we have made up was Podcast and Chill Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
But then we're like, oh no, that's a lot of too much people with Podcast and Chill and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So then at the end we're like, and then I started like I already has done research before, and I remember they said a lion represents like pediatric cancer. So I was like, and I was like, hey, what if we just call it like Survivors of the Roar?
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, dude, I like it. And I was like, what if we do that as the name, and then we had a lion with the ribbon and the beard. So I don't know if you've seen it when you see in the shirt. There's a ribbon right here in the listing.
Oh yeah, that's pretty dope.
That's it.
So like, if you guys want to check it out, they're
Check
selling.
that out.
I know they're selling these T-shirts. I know they're selling these T-shirts. You said how much is going?
So until Friday. Well, I don't know.
So
when
this Friday.
This is gonna come out next week. So.
Oh, okay. Then when it comes out, they're gonna be 30 already.
Okay.
Because Friday, May 31st, is the last day for pre-orders.
They're gonna be $30. But I mean, even if it is $30, it's going towards a good cause.
Yeah, and then 30% of the proceeds are gonna go to foundations or hospitals that help pediatric cancer.
Oh, that's
good, man.
So
that's pretty dope. So I mean, you guys know I sell clothes, and it has meaning behind it, but nothing like this, you know, like if you know, I'm not like, you know, I don't do this because I'm getting paid or anything like that, you know. This is actually for a good cause, old friend of mine. So if you guys shop from me or, you know, you guys seen what I sell, this is actually for a really good cause. So check it out. I mean, it's a dope t-shirt. You got the line, you got the ribbon, and just the name of the podcast is pretty dope, man. So
if anybody wants one, they could just DM me at my photography page. Or
we'll put your Instagram on the bio, and then people can hit you up. And then copy shirts, man. Just in black.
Yeah, for now, just in black. Yeah.
Make sure you tag them in it too.
You're trying to approach this one from like all kinds of different angles, right? Like,
yeah, because we're trying to advocate. Because I didn't tell you guys, but the foundation that got me into photography, they actually had to cut the program because of COVID. They're not getting enough like funds to keep on doing the photography courses.
That's crazy.
So that's why we also want to advocate to like, you know what, like let's have this foundation because it's kind of like breaking down and stuff like that. So like we try and get back that program also because I was like that's just an experience that you get when you go there because you meet new people. You start being because it did get to the point where I was kind of more like close to myself when I came out like from the hospital. So like. That kind of made me open up more again.
Would you say you feel more comfortable around other people that are going through it too as well?
See, so when I met my other friend, rest in peace, he did lose his battle. When I met him, he's the one that told me about the foundation. When I met him, there was this lady from church. She's like, hey, like, he just found out he has cancer. Can you go talk to him? Like, dude, like, what do you want me to talk about? Like, it's not like something that people want to open up or like,
just have it on their mind.
Just have it on their mind. So like, I was like, hey, like, I'll go up to him, but like, I don't know what I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna just talk to him. But like, if he opens up, he opens up. So at the end, I told him like, hey, like, not to be rude, but like, so and so told me, like, you just got diagnosed, like. And I'm a survivor. Like, if you have any questions or anything, like, just let me know, you know. So he told me, and cause he did a different treatment than I did. So I just had pure chemo, and at the end I had that bone marrow transplant. That luckily, I donated myself, If you don't donate if you can't donate yourself, bone marrow, you have to wait until like you find like a donor.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty much like if you're looking for like a kidney or stuff like that, you're
Yeah.
waiting. Someone
On
that
the
matches,
list and,
someone that matches your bone marrow. Yeah. So like, we started talking, and then he's like, dude, like, because I even told him like, dude, I have questions. Like, are you doing straight chemo or like, well, what are your treatments? He's like, nah, I am doing chemo, but I'm also doing radiation. So that was like another thing that opened up my head. I'm like, dude, like, how does that feel? Like, I'm over here supposed to help him out, and I'm over here asking him questions.
Yeah.
So I was like, and then he told me his story, and I'm like, dude, like, that shit was like, he's like, he just felt like all warm and like it was like heating up and stuff.
I'm pretty sure like something that you never expect finding out, but I mean, pretty sure like people get diagnosed on a daily basis, with them having cancer. I mean, what's one thing that you could tell someone that starting to go through it or just found out? Like, is there any advice you could give them, or is that something that you just gotta let them figure out themselves?
Any way they could like cope with it?
Well, to be honest, it's more like their own way, but like the only thing I can say is just follow what like the doctors tell you what to do and stuff like that, and like tell them everything. Don't be like, don't hide anything, like so that like that they could treat you like
better
how it's supposed to be, like and like I guess just if you have to cry it out, like just let it go, like don't like hold it back to where like at the end you're like just like keeping yourself down.
Okay, and then to close out, this is a new segment we're gonna do for like the come up. I mean, you have goals, that you're trying to like aim at now. So whether it's the podcast or whether it's your photography, what are 5 things that you feel that somebody chasing like their dream or chasing their goal has to do in order to achieve it? Like, what are 5 things that you feel are like big, you know what I mean, to reach your come up?
Well, to be honest, I'm barely figuring this out. Just like if you hit any bumps, just keep on going. Like everybody hits bumps. Like you're gonna get there. It doesn't matter if you take. Some people will like right away get it in a year, and then other people like it takes a while for them to like actually like start their own stuff.
Get it going. Get a following.
Yeah. And then don't be scared. Like, cause my my dad has his own side job. He does ironworks and stuff like that.
Yeah, he did a fence, right?
And he's to the point where he gets clients, but he's actually scared to like start his own business. Like he just keeps it as a side hustle, and like that's it. Because there was one time where because of COVID, he got laid off. And I was like, dude, like let's make an Instagram page and like I'll give you clients right now. So we started getting client after client after client, and it got to the point where we were busy and we had to like schedule like
months out
to like meet people and like. So luckily, and then after that, people will come back and we're like, hey, you know what, now I need this. So I was like, we told them like, hey, you know what, like we're really booked now. If you want to wait this long, like we'll still take it. I was like, no, I liked your job. Like I'm gonna wait until like you're available. So I'm like, dude, like Dad, like just take that extra step. Don't be scared to like
to fail.
Like if it happens, it's gonna happen. Cause I'm like you make your work like perfect. Like like if there's something wrong, like you're gonna fix it. So everybody looks at those details. Like
it's quality.
Yeah. So I'm like those 2, and then I don't know, to be honest.
Well, at least you got 2 out of them, which is pretty cool. But most definitely something to keep an eye out is this podcast, Survivor with the Roar.
Yeah.
And is there like a time frame where you're expecting to drop your first, or just stay tuned? There's
still no time frame, but we do want to do it before the year ends.
Okay.
Yeah. So around September. I think September is like around. I think it's pediatric month or a day. There's a day.
Yeah.
So around those dates is when we kind of low key. I want to start. So I want to aim for that. But if it doesn't, like I said, like before the year ends, we're gonna at least bring one episode.
One episode. Yeah.
That's dope, man. So stay tuned for that. Follow his Instagram page, Survivors with the Roar.
Keep it down at the link.
Yeah, we're gonna put that down there. Cop your T-shirts. You know, some of this money is going to help out other patients. You know, other programs that are helping. So check that. Most definitely check that out. And you know, it's just been a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, we have.
for having me.
Usually we have people talking about businesses and all that stuff, but it's pretty cool that
today we like switched it up a little bit.
We switched it up a little bit, and it's pretty cool because you still have your come up because you're starting to come up as far as like you're starting like the photography, you're starting the podcast, you're starting a lot of cool stuff, man. So most definitely we'll stay tuned for that, and you know, it was a pleasure to have you here, big guy.
Thanks.
And that's a wrap. We're gonna pick a winner.
We're gonna pick a winner
for the next one. So the next episode, we're gonna pick a winner from the original episode, and then we're gonna hand out some clothes.
Yeah.
We're gonna hand out some clothes. We're pretty much set with this one. Next week, I got another real special guest, and then hope to see you guys next week.
Yeah. Stay tuned. We're out.